folks, once again, it's Captain James Nelson here with Dude Craft Guitars. Check out what we got going on here. That's right. Yeah, Halloween may have passed, but Ichabod Crane came by, and now we're all headless. Look at this. So we've got, this one over here is a Headless Bass VI, and this one is a standard 6. So let me go over the story real quickly, and then I'll give you a quick demo. And it is kind of going to be a double demo. Oh, first, let me break the fourth wall and come into your foreground and show you an item you'll need for this story. So, some of you may be aware that several years ago, she's probably about 40 years ago now, the Steinberger company started the whole headless thing going. And now there's a bunch of different companies, but they made some funky looking shapes, and then they made something that was a little more guitar shaped known as the Spirit. My buddy Bill is a fan of these and collects them. However, he wanted something that's got a little bit more modern trim to the heel, and so we designed this for him. Actually, what I designed first was this, and it was okay, but can you see a little bit of the shapes on it? So this is, it came out a little bit more bubbly. It's just a little more rounded than what we wanted. We wanted something a little more edged. So I know I could have fixed it with the file, but instead I fixed it in the file. And so I just considered this a prototype. So this was the practice round, so to speak. And then this is what we actually came up with. So going forward, I will actually be making some of these in stock or custom, however you prefer, and going forward with that in a headless model. This one is made pretty much scrap parts because it's a prototype. So it's just some pickups I had laying around, a bridge that I really don't like that I had laying around, but it worked. I'm really proud of the neck because that neck actually was a bass neck that I made, a short scale bass neck, and then I trimmed it down to make it fit into a bass 6 shape. So that's pretty cool. That's really neat. It's a really nice figured schedule on the fretboard. Really beautiful. I think so. Anyway, so let's get back to Bill. So what we did is, one of the main things that he wanted not only was shape, but this one, I believe it's probably like, I don't know if that's a figured Alder or what kind of bottom bass that is, but it's really heavy. You know, it does have a light veneer on top for that real pretty figured maple and of course binding, but it's really heavy. For a headless guitar, it's got a lot more weight than what you really want. And you know, Bill and I went to school together, known each other since 7th grade, so you know, none of us are getting any younger. And as anybody knows, lighter weight is the way to go when you start peaking up there. So in the vein of Steve Vai and Adrian Blue, another set of aging guitars, we've gone with Basswood for the bass body. Body bass? Yeah. So the main frame. I put a little bit more than a 1/4 inch of Alder on this. I got some really cool figured Alders. See that? All right. So that was pretty fun. And then just went to town on it. You know, did like I said, the main cut and the carve on the CNC, and I'm still learning some things on the programming. So it did have some edges that I needed to finish off with the file. No big deal. Makes me feel like I'm actually still making things. And then did the rest, so all the finish. And even though we routed this for a Steinberger's type trim, he's actually got, this is a non-trim stop type tailpiece on there, and it's a way better than this cheap one that I've got over here. And at the last minute I said, Bill, he told me he was going to do electronics. I said, Bill, let me go ahead and do the electronics for you. He said, okay. I said I'd be out. I'd pick up his pickups for him. He lives kind of local. And he threw in some Fishmans on my laps. And so this actually does have a battery in here. I think we are going to upgrade this to magnets because it actually fits. So that way he can get in and change the battery. Especially since guys like me leave it plugged in too long. I've been talking enough. Let's get to playing. But anyway, so this is As far as going forward, this is the Huey line, and I will make this without, somebody else's neck. I'll actually make the neck the whole guitar, and I will put in whatever pickups you want. But I'll probably launch a couple stock here in several months away, but I will, and they'll have passive pickups. I won't put actives in just yet, but you could order them that way. So just so you know. So what does this one sound like? Sounds like it's got a really nice set of Fishmans in it. That's what it sounds like. Wired with the push-pull pots. I'm not sure exactly. It's not like a straightforward coil tap type thing, but it does do some cool things with phasing, or as they like to call it, voicing. Recently, my board is set up. I don't really play with a lot of that mushy distortion I normally hear me sample with, so it's more like a drive, like a crispy drive. But knowing these Fishmans, I'm sure it sounds pretty good with a nice mushy distortion. Let me see if I can change stomp. I haven't used this pedal to its most. Oh, now we're talking. Yeah, there it Okay, so there you have it. Oh, I forgot that's not a volume pedal on this rack. So anyways, there you have it. That's the Huey with the Fishmans in it, set up standard scale, so that's like an F scale. But let's show you what this one sounds like. Let me go back to that other stomp. Oh, oi. All this technology for such an old guy to learn. All right, there we go. That. Turn that off. So I made this and had the guy that's playing bass with us, Casey. He's a picker more than anything. It's actually a guitarist, you know, plays bass. You know how that goes. But anyway, so he's more of a picker. So I thought, you know, Bass 6 would sound really cool, and he took to it right away because when you're a guitar player like I am, you know, it's so much nicer just throw it out like that rather than banging your thumbs around. I mean, you can, but the beauty of a Bass 6 is you don't have to be a bass player to play it. It's actually probably better in the hands of a guitar player. Or a lot of guys like playing them as baritones now, so that's cool too. Get this thing. There we go. Come on, switch. There it is. Topic for the comment section. Do you like blade switches or do you like Oak Grigsby style switches? Put it in the comments because I'd really like to know. Me personally, I like OGs. I'm going to go with OGs. With every guitar that leaves here with a price tag on it will have OG switch. I do not like blade switches. This has well, you know what I'm talking about. They're all blade switches, but this one is like that little box, you know, imported style switch that I don't like. I don't like the enclosed box and imported switches. I guess they're made with circuitry boards that are breadboards, you know, and they've got the blade goes across instead of the OG Oak Grigsby style. Yeah, so you know, some folks like them that way. All box enclosed. They are more compact and do fit in a tight package better. But if I've got room, and if I can even have to make room and have room that I can make for it, I'd rather go with the big fat OGs. But that's my opinion. Please leave comments below. If for those of you who don't even know what I'm talking about, fine. So that's the basics of what this guitar could do. And yeah, you can drive it. These pickups aren't bad. They're what I would call placeholders, and I don't have them wired up for tapping. Anyway, that's it. That's enough. Okay, I could play here for forever because it's fun. I love playing guitar. What can I say? Whether it, you know, standard or any other kind of funky scale, it's just so cool. And I really like making them, and I like showing off that we do have hoodies, guys. It's a chilly morning. It's that time of year. It's hoodie season. Do you have your dude hoodie? If you do, let us see it, man. Show us your dude. Make me a video of you playing with either dude hoodie and or a dude t-shirt with your dude guitar. Make a video, send it to me, I'll post it up. Or if you got a place to post it, and then send me the link. Show us your dude, all right? Really appreciate that. And for those who don't have a dude hoodie, the link is below. All right, guys, thanks again for supporting Dude Craft Guitars.